Hi there, welcome back to Level Up Your Russian. In this video, I'll show you 5 formulas that you can use to build simple sentences in Russian. You can use these formulas as templates, so by simply changing the variable part of the formula, you can build a lot of different sentences. Let's get started. And the first formula is это plus noun. You know that это means this is, or it can also mean this if used as a demonstrative pronoun. So by simply adding a noun, we can create a whole sentence. Это собака. This is a dog. Unlike in English and in many other languages where we need to use the verb to be in the present tense, plus we need to use an article. For example, in English, we use the article a. This is a dog. In Russian, we usually omit the verb to be in the present tense. We also don't have any articles. So the sentence, this is a dog, in English would shrink to only 2 words in Russian. This dog. Это собака. This means this is a dog. So you can simply use это and add any noun in Russian to build a full sentence. Это собака. Это машина. Это человек. Это яблоко. Now, instead of a noun, we can also use an adverb or even a question word. Let's have a look at an example where we use an adverb after the word это. Это хорошо. This is good. Это плохо. This is bad. Это интересно. This is interesting. Это дорого. This is expensive. Or you can even put a question word. Это где? This is where. For example, if a friend is telling you about a nice place he visited the other day and you still don't understand where is actually this place, you can ask это где? This is where. Where is it? Or we can put another question word. Это как? This is how. How is this? Это почему? Why is this? Это сколько? How much is this? The second construction or the second formula that I want to show you today is personal pronoun plus the verb хотеть plus a verb. For example, я хочу есть. Хочу is the verb хотеть in the first person singular because we have я, I. Я хочу есть. I want to eat. And here you can use any kind of verbs, imperfective or perfective. If you want to learn more about aspect of Russian verbs, make sure to check out this video here. You can also use this construction with a noun instead. So, personal pronoun plus the verb хотеть plus a noun. But be careful here, the noun needs to always be in the accusative case. For example, я хочу мороженое. And if you use an inanimate noun here, which means if you talk about objects, then the accusative case will be very, very simple. Remember that we only change the feminine nouns into the accusative case when it comes to objects or inanimate nouns. The masculine, neuter, and plural nouns will stay the same as in the nominative. Я хочу мороженое. I want an ice cream. Я хочу колу. I want a Coke. Я хочу пиццу. I want a pizza. Я хочу салат. I want a salad. The third variation of this construction is to put a verb and a noun together after the personal pronoun and the verb хотеть. For example, we can say я хочу есть мороженое. Again, the same applies here. The noun has to be in the accusative case. And when it comes to the verbs, the first verb хотеть will always be conjugated, but the second verb will stay in the infinitive. Я хочу есть мороженое. The next formula is можно plus verb. And this is a question. Можно что-то сделать. This phrase is used to ask for permission. For example, we can say можно войти. Can I enter? Or can I come in? Можно попробовать. Can I try? Можно посмотреть. Can I have a look? Here we can use both imperfective and perfective verbs. Formula number 4 is У меня есть plus noun. The noun here is in the nominative case, and the nominative case is the base form of the nouns, which is listed in dictionaries. For example, у меня есть телефон. I have a phone. У меня есть квартира. I have an apartment. Now here we can also change the personal pronoun in the genitive case, and that's the small word меня. У is a preposition which requires the use of the genitive case. So after u, we'll always have a pronoun, noun, adjective in the genitive case. In this case, we have a personal pronoun in the genitive case. If you want to change this and say something like he has or she has or you have instead of I have, then you will use the following forms. У меня есть, у тебя есть, у него есть, у нее есть, у нас есть, у вас есть, у них есть. And the last formula or the last construction I want to show you in this video is я люблю plus a personal pronoun in the accusative case, or a noun in the accusative case, or a verb in the infinitive, or a verb in the infinitive plus a noun in the accusative. So let's have a look at some examples for each of the variations of this formula. Я люблю plus a personal pronoun in the accusative. For example, я люблю тебя. Here on the screen, you can see the personal pronouns in the accusative case, which will give you more options of building sentences. Я люблю тебя, я люблю его, я люблю ее, я люблю нас, я люблю вас, я люблю их. Then we can use я люблю together with a noun in the accusative case. For example, я люблю мороженое. We can also use it with a verb in the infinitive. And why in the infinitive? Well, because we already have one verb in this sentence, любить, which is already conjugated. Я люблю. So the next verb that we use will stay in the infinitive, because whenever we have two verbs in a sentence, the first one will be conjugated and the second one will stay in the infinitive. For example, я люблю читать. I love to read, or I love reading. And if we decide to use a verb plus a noun, it will look like this. Я люблю читать книги. Pay attention here, the noun is in the accusative case. Я люблю читать книги. We can also modify this construction by changing the personal pronoun and of course the form of the verb любить. So we can have ты любишь, он, она любит, мы любим, вы любите, они любят. I hope that you found this video useful and that you learned a few different ways to build simple sentences in Russian. Feel free to write your examples in the comments below, and I would be happy to check them out and provide my feedback. In the meantime, feel free to check the complete Russian language course website, which offers many different ways of learning the Russian language. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Всем пока!